Welcome to Bleachers and Speakers. I'm your host, June. I got my boy Foster with me on this Thanksgiving Day, man. How's your Thanksgiving, man?
I'm hungry and I'm mad.
Hey, that's a deadly combination, man, to be hungry and mad.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready to crash. to crash out.
Once again, another Thanksgiving Day fiasco. We just can't get it right on Thanksgiving Day. Just can't get it right on Thanksgiving Day. The
Thank,
Lions,
thank God we won yet last Sunday. Cause
hey, I mean, we could be 3-8 and having the same speech, but after today, the Lions are 8-3 with a 22-29 loss to the Green Bay Packers. Um, First, before we get into the game, let me address what's going on going forward. Me and Foster is going to do a full show after the game. So instead of Monday night and having you wait uh, from the games, like right after the game, that's when we're going to start doing our show. So our show, uh, there will not be a Monday show this week. We're going to actually break down the game right now. It won't be a full hour of the show because it's Thanksgiving, but this is our show for the week, and I think it's good to do it right after the game. We can give our initial reaction along with a game summary because me and Foster watch every single play of the game, and we don't need a few days to get this together. But what we won't have is we will not have a featured player of the week. I guess me and Foster can figure out a day during the week to just do that, you know, and give you that on a separate thing because I like that segment,
I can
Foster.
still I mean, no, we can, on the fly we weren't able to do it, but I think a feature player of the week can be prepared for Sunday.
Yeah, I'm talking
You know,
about this week though. I mean,
yeah,
well,
this week. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
yeah, during the show, like I mean, like going forward. But today is totally on the fly. Like we decided just to do a full show without doing an hour show today because it's Thanksgiving. But we'll do our show immediately after the game, and that'll be our full show while it's fresh, and we can get it out to the people as soon as possible. So, Foster, I got a lot to say about this game, man. I got a lot to say. Uh, we were the Lions gift wrapped it on Thanksgiving. It was Christmas on Thanksgiving today. From the onset, they were the aggressors.
From the start.
I don't want to take nothing away from Green Bay. They elected to receive. That's very rare. They elected to receive, and they went right down the field and scored.
First play. Was the first play a bomb to Watson?
First play was a bomb, a 53-yard pass to Watson. First play. First play of the game. They set the tone. The Lions matched the energy, but then missed an extra point. And I'm thinking, what kind of day is this going to be? Packers come right down, score again. It's 14-6.
Then they miss it. Didn't they miss one?
Not yet.
Okay, later. Oh, that was 20 when it was 20-6.
Yeah, they was up 14-6. Fumble the ball, touchdown. That's when they missed the extra point, and it's 20-6. Foster, just they were at come halftime, it was 23-6.
Right.
And second half, we didn't match. Well, basically, we didn't do anything in the second half until it was too late.
The first drive of the second half, we did what they did last.
Yeah, we took up the third quarter, scored.
What I say is lift for them now. All right, yeah. Touchdown out the gate. It's popping.
Then there was what I thought was the worst play of the game. You're down. You're in your territory in the 20s, and you attempt a fake punt. 4th and 5, not 4th and 1. 4th and 5. You attempt.
We needed 5. Wow.
You needed 5 yards.
He didn't get 1 yard, by the way. I think
He might have gotten a yard. But 4th and 5, and that's what you try. And they scored. They
And
scored.
peep this: if you we were watching my brother said, if you go back to it, the punter is offset to the left. He's not directly in line for the.
Mhm.
So my brother was like, why is he off to the left? We both noticed he was off to the left,
Yep.
and then sure enough,
He wasn't getting the ball.
he wasn't getting it. But I feel like, and then what the other crazy thing is, I said fake punt the last punt. So I know that a fake punt, there's a possibility for it.
It's on the
that
way.
It was on the. So of course the Packers, if I can call it, I know they looking for it.
They was always looking for it. They were looking for it.
But the only thing that made it like, okay, this is a time to shift the momentum in our zone. They're not thinking that we're gonna do it this time, but it was too risky. The risk was just too high.
And they scored.
Even if we convert that, we still gotta run 80 yards. We still gotta, get 80 yards down the field to score. So it was, in hindsight, it looked stupid. It just was dumb.
And they convert. I mean, they made it. They made us pay. They got a touchdown out of it. They went for 2.
And what's crazy is that which was a stupid play. Why do you do a reverse pass on a two?
Hey man, they just.
But the fact that we lost by 6, that burned us.
Yeah,
that burned us.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hindsight, you live and die by those plays. For the most part, Campbell makes the right gambles, but that one cooked us.
Yeah, it was too many missed opportunities. Gary LeBoot says discouraging loss. It's very discouraging. The defense was very discouraging in the first half. Now in the second half, they gave up the touchdown where the Packers got the ball in the red zone off the fake punt fail attempt. But other than that, they played pretty solid in the second half. But you can't allow them, any team, to score on their first 2 possessions. No, not at home. You can't do that. And you lost by 7. So if you win one of those possessions where they don't score, or if you don't do the fumble, like Goff was very careless with the ball.
He got exposed. To me, he got exposed, and that when he is very uncomfortable when he's carrying that ball. Like, he's so focused on, like, he can't walk and chew gum.
He was trying the first fumble. He was trying to throw it.
Oh no, that one, yeah, not that one. Yeah, that one was.
See, in that instance, I feel like just go down. I'd rather have a sack than you risking getting your arm hit in a fumble.
Well, I don't think he saw him on that one.
It's a lot of traffic around you, bro.
And I feel like I've seen instances where that was called incomplete. But the second one, I feel like he was so focused on the fact that, all right, so I got to put one foot in front of the other. He did not protect that ball. You are in the trenches. You didn't think you were going to get hit?
Hey, man, you can't.
You run a 5.2 40. The slowest man in the building can chase you down.
Just get down. Get in the clear and get down.
That killed us.
If you're gonna become a ball, if you're gonna become a ball carrier, pause if necessary. Protect the ball. Cover the ball up.
Especially when like, I understand some of these receivers, they move in, they not expecting Goff. Somebody is about to hit you real soon.
Yeah.
You're not running from nobody. You got to protect the ball.
Yeah. It's
not like he was near. It's not like, oh, well, he's going to have to stretch off for the first down. He was nowhere near getting a first down, I don't think.
Boss, let me tell you something, man. I was getting all kinds of inboxes from Dave.
No, Dave. Okay, you talking about the Vikings guy?
Yeah, and Pay.
Really? And Pay? Oh, no.
I mean, Pay said generous Goff after the. I'm like, bro, why bother me when this is going on? Like, why bother me when this is going on? Now I got to be petty because they better play lights out because I could have been real petty
That's
versus
not
them.
even. It's not even fun. Like they're at this point, the Bears are playing for nothing.
Yeah. So Joel
Yeah,
D says
out
rough
the
one,
gate.
fellas. Tough to watch from the very get go.
The gate.
You know, it's funny because my wife was sitting there watching, and she said, "Do you think it's because the Lions were tired with a 4-day turnaround and they
Short
had to play
turnaround.
a tough game?" I said, "Well, Green Bay had to do the same thing, and they had
That's what I said to my. I'm like, bro, we both had short turnarounds. It
it's,
wasn't just.
the playing field was level. The playing field was level. It just you cannot make those kind of mistakes and win versus a professional quarterback in a professional team like that."
But I feel like the Bears game did take a lot out of us, though. I feel like that was a very taxing game. Whereas the Packers won. I didn't watch it, but they kind of, you know,
They won a close game, and they came from behind as well. So I don't know. I really can't even agree with that, Foster. I mean, it's Thanksgiving, bro.
I'm not going. This next one, I think we play the Saints next, or no? They're on the
It's
schedule. I know
Denver.
we gotta have whatever that next one is. We gotta have. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about
I
it.
think it's Denver.
My brother was talking me off a ledge. He's like, well, he said you gotta. He said Evan, speak some reason into this. This is the one that played at Syracuse. Speak some reason into the situation, man.
This is how I see it, honestly. I mean,
Can you hear him? He's good.
Yeah, you good.
can you hear me? So
Yes,
this is how I see it. I mean, the Lions have been overperforming all year long. We're 8-2. Nobody think we could have been 8-2. I mean, at some point we had to lose. And granted, last week was kind of like a sneak peek. Oh, the Bears, they were coming up hot. We were looking sluggish, and we got the win ultimately, which, I mean, it looks bad on this week because we were kind of trending in a direction where we may not be as good or we may not continue to keep winning. And this week kind of shows an image of kind of that aspect. And if the Bears weren't so bad to blow that game, the Lions kind of have been on the downside for the last couple weeks.
I hear you, but this is a game that the Lions could have won, though.
You feel like it was a winnable game?
You talking about the Packers game?
He said the Packers game was a winnable game. Kind of.
I feel like kind of out the gate,
if you don't
starting off
fumble,
with that bomb early, kind of gave us a little, and it just looked like one of those weeks. We're coming off a short week, looking like they're coming out sluggish. They may not win this game.
It looked kind of rough from the start.
Foster, if you don't fumble the ball for a touchdown,
The fumble for the touchdown.
you don't fumble again on the possession right after that. You gave up a field goal.
Yeah.
Fake punt that didn't work on your end.
Fake
These
punt.
are preventable things that could change the outcome of the game. You only lost by 7.
You ended up losing by 7, but it was
a winnable game.
It was a fake 7, though. We were down by 13 for most of it.
But what I'm saying, it's a winnable game. If you don't make those mistakes, this game is a lot closer than what it was. What it was going into the fourth.
Kinda. But the conversation I was having with him is that, like, where are the winnable games? Because the Bears was winnable. We pretty much almost lost that game. The Packers game, they had us down the entire game. Where are the winnable games? I said, Evan, are we going to beat the Cowboys at home in Dallas? Is that really a winnable game? Is Chicago not going to be tough at home? Minnesota not going to be tough at home? We got some games that I'm kind of like NFC North is applying some pressure right now. Yeah. Not necessarily to the division, but they're going to knock some chips off our block, I feel like.
I feel like that's why I say you have to win a game like this because it's about to get rough. It's about to get rough.
We thought it was going to be an easy one, but not a Bronco. I feel like the Broncos game is not an automatic.
Exactly. You got Dallas, you got Denver coming up, and Denver's been playing ball. Minnesota's been playing well. We struggled versus the Bears, so you know it's gonna be tough.
And I was preaching the Dave. I was preaching the Dave logic. They just got to keep pace and possibly beat us twice.
Yeah, but hopefully Green Bay beats Minnesota once to kind of even this out.
Yeah, Green Bay very well. Green Bay's on fire too. Not that I'm not really worried about them catching us because they're 4 games and we split. They're 4 games behind and we split with them, but Love has looked good too. What, 2 weeks in a row now?
Pretty much. Hold that thought, Foster. Yeah, this is why I say, Foster, you gotta win these games, man. You can't gift wrap these games, man. You can't give up fumbles and interceptions for touchdowns.
I'm very disappointed by Goff these last couple of joints.
Very
These last couple of joints has been shaky for Goff between the picks and the fumbles.
What was the statistics? 6 turnovers the last 2 games?
Something like that. Yeah, six in the last.
And 5 of them were Goff's.
Yeah, because he had
2 fumbles, 3 interceptions.
3 picks and 2 fumbles, yeah. And then who else fumbled? Like a punt return or what was it?
Craig Reynolds.
Yeah, kick return.
How do you can't fumble a kickoff return? This is ridiculous.
Yeah. We've played pretty clean ball for the most part, outside of the pick sixes, because Goff's good for those every once in a while. We play pretty clean ball. We're just not taking the ball enough. We don't get to the quarterback. That's another one. But when we get to the grades, we'll really,
let's get to the grades then. Because how you grading the offense today?
The offense, I think I gave the offense a C-. How many turnovers we had? It's a total 180 from Goff the last 2. Yeah. And it makes me wonder, do we really want to pay this man $50 million and he can't run? He can't shape an infant baby can catch him? Like, that's crazy. Like, he's one of the slowest quarterbacks in the league. No, he's probably the slowest quarterback in the league, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that was crazy that Rodriguez had a catch. That was wild.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, the turnovers are killing it for me. I think I say C-. We didn't really run the ball that well today. And I said, what did I say was our biggest key?
28th. They were ranked 28th in run defense.
And we couldn't really run the ball, and the play action, it hurt our play action. Goff almost threw a pick. Remember that Amon-Ra St. Brown ball where he had to fight for it? Yeah. That almost ended the game.
We got exposed.
I say Goff got exposed.
And they just showed a formula. You stop the run, you stop the play action, you have a mediocre offense out there.
Pretty much. J-Mo got off for a few.
And a turnover prone quarterback. So if you stop the run and you play the pass and you just have a good pass rush, you're either going to get home or get a pick.
And the offensive line, it has been kind of, I won't say they're getting exposed, but I feel like the injuries are catching up.
Well, they came back.
And Goff threw a couple of like janky, the one to Laporta like, how are you a professional quarterback and you don't know how to throw and you can't throw a spiral? What?
That's because when Goff is at its bad, it's bad. He's bad.
That's exactly it. When he's off, he's horrible. When he's good, he's good.
But a spiral is the bare minimum at the professional level, I thought.
Man, he throwing them Tim Tebow's.
Yeah, the wobbly Tim Tebow.
He throwing them rugby. He playing rugby out there, man. He ain't no quarterback throwing like that.
But yeah, I say C-. The turnovers killed me.
I have to give him a C-. I agree with you on that. It's just we expected so much more from the offense. It was so much more, and there were so many. Like that first half, you had that one drive. One drive. That's it. One
Just
drive.
the one drive. What?
First half, you had that one drive, that one successful drive
Oh yeah.
that you didn't even hit the extra point with. It was just,
Oh right. Who scored that touchdown?
yeah.
I think
You look
Montgomery.
good on that drive, and that's it all half.
Mm.
You put Detroit at 3rd and 5, and I think they were 0 for 5 and on 4th down attempts.
Fourth down, yeah.
See,
Because it got to a point to where like, okay, some fourth downs are your back is against the wall and you have to, whether it's 4th and 20 but some of them, were realistic ones. So yeah.
And I'm not crediting them with that garbage time touchdown.
You talking about the last one?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I mean,
they're in prevent D.
It did make it interesting because you get that kickoff, we get that onside, we score.
I didn't even watch it, Foster.
Oh, you didn't watch? You didn't got? You gave up on them?
No. I didn't watch the last.
I'm worried if we don't win this next game and in a convincing game, because you don't. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go limping into the playoffs. You want to have some momentum going into the playoffs. I remember when we lost to Mike Flynn or whatever, the backup for the Packers that ended up getting paid by the Seahawks.
Yeah.
We stumbled into the playoffs, ended up having to play somebody on the road and got torched. So I think it was by the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks, we played the Packers, but they sat Rodgers because they didn't need the game. And the backup quarterback torched us, and we ended up having a least favorable game in the playoffs. You want to have some momentum going to the game. And I can't think of too many games where I'm just like, oh, yeah, Russell Wilson, that's a running quarterback. We're going to lose to the running quarterbacks. I don't think we beat a mobile. Have we beat a mobile quarterback yet this year?
Jordan Love, first game.
But Jordan Love's not a really –
Jordan
Love's not even a running quarterback.
But he can run a little bit.
He has the ability to run, but he's not a threat. Yeah. That he had the run pass option because we went all in on Dylan, and he's able to run. But he's not a threat. He's not a threat the way a Jackson, a Mahomes, Fields, like
Denver's. Who find out for sure what's the next game, and why you looking at that? I want to get your grade for the defense.
I give them a C+.
I was thinking around that. I think they had a better second half than the first half.
Is it third the next game, December 3rd?
Yeah.
Because we got a big break.
Yeah.
It's a long break. Yeah, it's the Saints. Saints in the Superdome. And then we got the Bears and Broncos.
Oh, we can beat the Saints. I ain't worried about that.
We can beat the Saints, but is anything guaranteed at this point? I mean, we'll have plenty of time to retool and hopefully James Houston. We can get James Houston back soon. We see Bruce Irvin maybe, because this pass rush, that's what killed me the whole game. We were going crazy about the pass rush.
What pass rush? Anyway,
exactly. What?
Anyway, Cam is getting toasted out there.
Sudden, but honestly, I don't put it on the. Not we don't have the best A1 DBs, but remember early in the year when we were getting sacks and the secondary magically looked so much better. What was that?
Well, they look good.
Our secondary is healthy. Outside of CJ Gardner-Johnson, we got Brian Branch, we got Cam. Mosley hasn't played all year, so we can't even count that.
Joseph.
All those guys looked better. What? It's the pass rush. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your defensive backfield is going to look better if you have constant pressure on the quarterback when you're getting sacks. That can also protect a bad corner as well.
Yeah. I mean, essentially we were supposed to have Mosley at the 2. Jacobs was going to be in the slot. Branch was going to be in the slot. It was going to be a stronger group, but the pass rush is giving us. There was on some of those broken plays where Love was Love was kicked back on a Love seat, looking for receivers. Like,
Hey Foster, you know the draft is in Detroit. I say
I'm running up on the
say we go
podium.
in there
If
and
it ain't a corner,
campaign.
if it ain't an edge rusher or a lockdown corner, I'm running up on the podium.
You know what I'm saying? We need to talk to them. We need to get to the war room, like for real. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Put something forth. Like, hey,
Whole squad's in here.
happy Thanksgiving, fam. So yeah, I'll agree. I'll give them the same grade with a C. I think they played pretty good in the second half.
Damn, I can't hear.
They gift wrapped it the touchdown the long touchdown they got in the second half with the fake punt. So
This is hard. I can't do it.
so I gave him a C.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think the offense. The special team when you can't put that on. The defense under enough pressure already.
Mm-hmm.
You gifted them one on the punt, on the fake punt. So
Coach's grade.
Coach's grade.
How you grade the coaches?
I feel like I always have a couple offensive plays where I was just like, the punt, the play action screen pass, that pissed me off. That pissed me off. I'm like, that was the play. The one to Gibbs that ended up being a decent play, but we were like, what was that? The punt, the I really don't. Yeah, the fake punt. I gotta knock you down for that. I say. I almost want to say D plus, but I'll say C minus because D plus is pretty bad.
I say D plus.
Okay, I'm not mad at you for saying.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
I don't think he had him prepared to play today.
Nah.
From the onset, you give up a 53-yard bomb.
It's a quick turnaround, but
you gave up a 53-yard bomb. Rashawn Gary for the Green Bay Packers had 3 sacks. He had, and I think
you said Sewell gave up one.
Sewell gave up one for sure.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give up sacks. They weren't prepared.
Goff looked under duress
a lot.
Play.
A lot.
And he wasn't going anywhere. That's just like, oh my God, we need a dual threat.
That crappy decision in the third quarter, the fake punt. I didn't like the offensive play calling for most of the game. I didn't like the defense in the first half. They get a D. They don't get a passing grade from me. Coaching all the way around, from the head coach to the offensive coordinator to defensive coordinator. Special teams, you missed the special teams coach. I'm blaming you because you missed the extra point. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not on the coach though. That's the team. That's on the team or the special teams or the coach.
I mean, I'm blaming the special teams coach.
Sucker.
How your man's ready. Extra points is a given.
That in the
how your man's ready.
That in the alignment of the fake punt that didn't confuse anybody. That because you can put that on the coach for sure.
I blame both of them. I blame the kicker, the holder, and the special teams coach. So that part of his grade too. Special teams sucked today.
Yeah, and usually we're pretty good.
Yeah, so I as a whole they get a D plus. They're lucky. They played a good second half defensively. But well, I want you to get back to your family, man, and enjoy your Thanksgiving and try not to
30 on the dot.
Yeah, try not to let this loss get you down. I'm about
to tear up some food.
I'm about to drink. I'm about to watch.
Gotta do that.
I'm about to watch Dallas. I ain't had a drink since March, man.
Really?
Yeah, man. Just been dieting. Yeah, I've been dieting and everything, man. No drink.
Look like you slimmed down, big dog.
I've lost 65 pounds since March.
Wow.
No. Just changing up what I'm eating, man. No beer, no
Yeah.
pop, no pop.
One day these beers gonna catch up to me.
So yeah, I've been watching it, man. So I've been doing all right, man. It works for me. So, but I'm about to throw down today though, for sure.
Oh yeah, you about to cut up today.
I'm about to cut up, man. I'm about to cut up, man. Me and there's nobody here but me and my wife. My mother-in-law in town,
Oh, it's just
kids gone. We about to have a good time, man.
You see, you about to get you drinking today too. You about to...
What? It's lit.
Yeah.
Well, you have a great Thanksgiving. Lions lose today 29-22 to the Green Bay Packers on Thanksgiving. Our next game is December 3rd.
In December, man.
December 3rd. And you know what hurts about this loss the most is that you have to wait so long.
Gotta sit on it. Yeah. Pause.
You gotta wait 10. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy.
10 more days to play. You gotta wait 10 days to play. It's almost like a bye week, bro. It's like but you have a time. You had time to regroup, get yourself together. The Lions haven't lost 2 games in a row all season, and hopefully that trend continues. You get a chance to regroup and watch film, get back to the basics.
That's his old team too. That's Campbell's old team and Glenn's old. That's where they both coach. So they gotta show up.
We'll see, man. We'll see how it goes, man. But you and your family enjoy, man. We're gonna get out of here. Do you have any last words before we get out of here?
Man, nah, man. Happy holidays, man.
Yeah, man. Gotta give him the toilet.
We flushed the toilet today.
Oh man, that was bad. See you next week, man. We'll you know what, Foster? We'll get together and we'll do just real brief sometime next week. Just a player.
We'll do something.
We'll do a feature player of the week, and then we'll drop that as well.
For sure.
All right, man. I'll see you in the chat, bro.
All right, yo.